allowed the two children to have the budget every year.
It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay.
She
Off your mind.
like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk through to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico.
Hello there.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó jòjòjò. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining me from. It is Maiyegun's midday live. Share this broadcast. Today is Tinubu's 72nd. I actually wanted to phrase it somehow. I'll tell you again. I'll take that again, okay? Today is Tinubu's 72nd Supreme Court approved birthday. Do you want to say happy birthday?
They
said that we should stop cursing Nigeria and the leaders or dealers. Shettima said the worst is over. The central bank want to recapitalize banks. There are many stories behind all of this. If you have the time, share the broadcasts.
Lórí Facebook, àní ẹ̀sùn láti. Lórí YouTube, àní ẹ̀sùn láti.
Please tell me if you can hear me loud and clear, because that looks creepy, right? It's like I'm being like dragged. Tell me if you can still hear me. Hear me loud and clear. Also, the Ooni of Ife, Onirisha, who was with Tinubu last night, as well as some other social, royal fathers and royal mothers inside the assholerock last night, and what they had to say. I will share that with you. So what today? Sorry about that, okay? But anyway, good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Maiyegun live. Yes, the image on your screen is the advert put out by government Tompolo, the CEO of Tantita Security Services. The security services owned by a supposed repentant militant providing coastal security for Nigeria's critical assets, pipelines, and crude oil. So Tinubu said they shouldn't do any celebration about his birthday. But somehow, a man that gets paid over 5 billion naira every month for securing the Nigeria crude oil pipeline just couldn't keep all of that to himself. Yes, he sort of wished Koolu, and that's where we got that. And so you know that today is Tinubu's Supreme Court certified date of birth. He is 72. But there are those who believe that Tinubu is over 80. We do not have any proof. Do you understand? Other than the dubious, questionable date of birth that Tinubu even submitted to different institutions in America. But that's not why we are here. Last night, as usual, you saw him when he hosted the reps, when he hosted the senators, the judges. Last night was the turn of the royal fathers and Ooni of Ife. I do not know the position he currently holds in the Council of Traditional Rulers, but it seemed to be the spokesperson for them. So he did speak. And in what we will believe should be the position of all of you from those he said he represented anyway. So yeah, what we're going to do is this. Koolu, at that dinner that they had last night, he was able to admit that there were some people who are praying, cursing them. And some of you are even cursing Nigeria. Nigeria is finished, it's a curse. So according to him, instead of you cursing Nigeria, why don't you just try and remove any bad leader in the next election? I don't want to speak for him, but it's one of those bulaba, balablu, misroad talk and all that, okay? But I promise to make it quick as usual so that we can have our chat after. Remember that this is a program where you can actually call in anytime. The moment you feel like, I want to say something, Maiyegun, if your call pops up, I can hold on, okay? But there's no rush. We have time. So let's go inside the assholerock from last night. I think it all started with this.
This great turnout. I'm grateful.
Okay, that's not where it started. It all started with the now something that is now becoming famous, which is when Tinubu will say, "Thank you very much." Have you ever noticed? No? Okay, you will hear it now. Okay. Thank you very like it's sort of, I don't know. I don't know if it's an accent or something, right? Because he does want to use accent, right? Thank you very much. But it says it faster. Then they will tell you that you have the same mother in the same house, but inside different room. Wow. Anyway, listen, this is the greeting part.
Chief of Staff, President General of the members of Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs, and the Secretary General of CAN, and other clergies that are here, chairman and members of the traditional rulers, Kábíyèsí, and Ooni Of Ife, Musibao, my dear friend and a very good leader for that matter, standing in for Sultan, the Emir of Saudi. Thank you. All other religious leaders are present. I've enjoyed a very good dinner. To all the senior government officials, I extend my respect and regard, and the Emir, whose kingdom gave me Jagaban, right here. To all of you, I say thank you very much. I didn't expect.
Did you hear that? Right. So I don't know if it was just me. I seem to almost hear him say the Emir that gave me Jaga Bandit. Something like that. I thought I heard something like Jaga Bandit as bandit. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. Let's go to what he had to say. Again, please do not listen to this like you are listening to somebody who is sane. You are listening to somebody who is not. A con man who's what do you call that thing again? I'll just say incoherent, if you can manage that, right? Let's go back there. Koolu, please.
This great turnout, I'm grateful. There is a unique opportunity in our getting together that is reflective of the diversity of this country. Various religious leaders, the Christian, the Islamic leaders, getting together to share a meal, to extend the spirit of togetherness, to show understanding of our nation, of our culture, the diversity, the richness, the courage of the nation. That's what you are. Our conscience, our common heritage. Then what is left? You give us courage as political leaders to move on, to think and perform, to really care and love this country. The way you get up to pray for Nigeria, the method you use is one nation. The change of mindset that is needed to build a country of love, perseverance, resiliency, and goodness. It is our country. I told a congressman from America yesterday that, oh, thank you for allowing me to study in your country, but I won't want to come back to live there, hibernate. This is a lovely country, Nigeria. The love we share, each other's neighborhood, extension of love. It's a community. Yes, we are challenged. That is true. No nation that is not currently challenged, one way or the other. But it is with God-given talent and resolve of all of us to say that we will overcome the challenges and turn it to prosperity by the grace of God. We will. We will turn it around. There's a very good bright light at the end of the tunnel. I believe it also that somewhere in the eyes of the storm is some corner of calmness and joy for those who we serve with faith and determination. We've seen the challenges of insecurity. Yes, many nations go through it. Some of those prosperous nations today, if they look back, they will find in the history of their nation bloods on their snows. They fought battle to be what they are. Maybe our weather that is beautiful, our land that is rich, our parents that is loving, has spoiled us. They didn't win us early enough from breastfeeding. So every minute we have to spare, we cry of hunger. We didn't forget our childhood. But we will believe in the prosperity and the love and care of that woman, the mother, Nigeria. This great
Nuisance lele. Nuisance lele.
I'm so sorry. You may think I'm laughing at you. Like, Why some of you are like frowning at your TV, like, oh no, Maiyegun, take this off. This is absolute not. I know. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just pretty much like, just laughing. I told you, don't listen to him like you want to hear something serious. Did you hear how he went? Did you see the passion he was using to talk about how God, in the name of God, we will turn it around to prosperity, to joy. Then he went on to Europe. Oh yeah, so those countries, if you look back in their history, they had blood on their snow. Doesn't even make any sense. Anyway, I told you before you went in. So that was Koolu part 1. It was practically saying that a lot of you are just complaining and complaining. We are hungry. We are hungry. As do you know that what you are doing right now is that you are sacrificing, and your sacrifice, your patience is going to be rewarded. There is light at the end of the tunnel. But na lie, we don't go check our mother. There is no light anywhere. They don't steal the generator. All the bulb don't go. Even the wire will carry the lights and everything. Now darkness after darkness. You understand what they call Ayewa Niju? Do you understand that? They said the world was dark, was void, until the Lord said, "Let there be light." So then there was light. This light was spreading and spreading in the world. It reached Nigeria border. We're finished. Because some will tell you that when they said that there should be light, when God said, "Let there be light," Nigeria, they don't mention Nigeria. So the likes of Tinubu and gang would want you to believe that your sacrifices is just temporary. You are going to be rewarded. You are only complaining because you have good weather. You have been sucking your mother's breast. Simply put, that you are being pampered in Nigeria. You need to go and see what other people are facing. He kept saying the whole world is facing their own problem too, one way or the other. Of course, the whole world is facing their own challenges. Not like the challenges where your criminal leaders, in the midst of what they call austerity, cutting down this, cutting down that, but it's only you and your own standard of living that they have been cutting down. But for themselves, no. One rule for me, one for the others. I mean, one rule for me, the rest for the others. I mean, another rule for the rest. So that was part 1, okay? I'm sorry if it sounded like punishment, all right? But that is why we are here, all right? So now Koolu said that you should not curse Nigeria. This is what you should do instead.
Nigeria.
Oh, no. See, I was reading what this my person, Prosper Robinson. I love your energy, Prosper, okay? So Prosper Robinson is shocked that we currently have over 200 of us on YouTube, and only, less than 40 people have actually liked the video. Like, you can actually go like the video, but there's something I want to say too. If you do not sign in into YouTube, you can sign into YouTube. If you have email address, okay, go on to YouTube, click sign in. It will ask you to sign up, put your email, your name and all of that. The ID you want, put it there, put your email, create a password, like anything else, all right? And it's once on your device, once you sign in, you will be able to not only like Maiyegun's videos, you'll be able to download my videos as well. Yeah, try it. You will also be able to like download and cut out the part of my video you wanted, if you have that. So if you like the video while I'm live and you do not really have a sort of a YouTube account for yourself, right? The like would disappear. So everybody who sort of stop by to like the video, well done, okay? So Robinson, well done too. I love your energy. I've been reading your comment and I'm like, oh my God, somebody is so disappointed. How could people be like, yeah? Come on. Koolu, what should we do when we are angry with Nigeria? Yeah.
Nigeria. So, I'm with you. No matter what degree of lamentation is, my own is don't give up. As long as we don't, as long as we are determined to change our country, it is our own to change. Nobody, all these things, America, Britain, France, and others, they can't love us better than ourselves. And if we get there, some of you are going to, Holy Promulgation Mecca, and you see the glittering of lights and everything. Yes, we have it, we can do it. You go to Dubai, you see the glittering and all of that. Yes, we can do it. We can drive on good roads like they have on their infrastructure. We can have education that is first class. And Nigerians are respected. We'll give you the assurance as a government that you will be our priority, but not because of you, just because of your children. Who do we hand over to? Share that love with us. Believe in the understanding of temporary challenges. Yes. Nigeria is strong, has a good reputation across the world. No military men respect us better than we respect ourselves. No terrorist can defeat our spirit. No matter how bad they target the soft targets. Going to the backyard of a school in Koolu and evacuating some children and giving the wrong figures, it doesn't defeat us. It doesn't. We have together, bond together, and deal with them. Only yesterday, I was at the funeral service of the 17 heroes of Nigeria being buried. Well, some of their wives are pregnant and little kids in their lives. The love of the nation is in your hand. The prayer is in your mind. Pray for our country. Educate our children. All the members of our church and mosque, the sermon we give to them is important. We don't condemn your own nation. I'm a Yoruba man. And our father will say, no matter how slippery the bottom of your child, leave the bead there. Leave the bead there. This is your country. Don't condemn it in sermons. Don't abuse the nation. Leadership are meant for changes. Yes, this leader is bad, fine. Wait until it's time to renew his mandate and say no. But don't condemn your country. Don't curse Nigeria. It's a beautiful land, land of prosperity. I just have a full belly of rice, my man, everything. So before I overlay.
Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
I feel like leaving that one in the road. He was talking to the Christian Association of Nigeria, Council of Islamic Council of Nigeria. They were there with the traditional rulers. Now here is what Shettima had to say. But like I said, I just want to get all of that out of the way for you so that a lot of you will probably just feel like, am I going to remove this guy? So I've removed him, but I don't know how you're going to deal with this one. Shettima is also telling himself and the rest of their clan, the clan in there, that the worst is over. Guys, I'm giving you the tips of what you probably are going to go and jot something down for and discuss about later tonight, yeah? When we have our People's Parliament. Listen to Shettima.
Our eminent royal fathers, too numerous to mention, our eminent religious leaders, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of my boss, our leader, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, who is the Jagaban Borgu, who is the Ashiwaju of Lagos, who is the Ozemeri Igbo one of Abia State, who is the DK Ki Nwomara one of Ebonyi State, who is also the Are of Ile Oluji and Are Abu of Ekbaland. The Alakio is listening. On behalf of Mr. President, I want to most profoundly thank you for honoring his invitation to be at this iftar. This gathering transcends religious and ethnic boundaries. As we come together as one nation, bound by our shared humanity and our collective aspirations for peace and social harmony. Each one of us here has a pivotal role to play as custodians not only of our rich religious and cultural heritage, but also as guardians of our conscience and stewards of our collective destiny. Each one of us here can draw strength from what the President is wont to say, that we are members of the same family, living in the same house, but sleeping in different rooms. Your Royal Highnesses, our religious leaders, let us draw strength from our shared humanity and build bridges of brotherhood and sisterhood that transcends our ethnic and religious divides. What binds us surpasses whatever that divides us. Let the light of law smolder the darkness of division and hatred. The President is quite glad that the Ramadan season coincides with the land season. And here we are, under the same roof. People of different backgrounds and faith that have come together as one family, as one nation, with a shared destiny. Your royal fathers, the President means well for the nation. He wants to redefine the meaning and concept of modern leadership. For so many decades, the fuel subsidy was an albatross round the neck of the Nigerian nation. But he took the painful bullet, the painful decision from day one to hit the ground running. Now the economy is turning the corner. Now the prophets of doom are going silent. They were anticipating that Naira will go to 5,000 to the dollar. Now the dollar is crashing. And they are counting their losses. And they will continue to count their losses. And the economy, by the grace of God, is bouncing back and in full force. We need to rally around him. We need to align ourselves with him as we navigate the treacherous water of banditry and insecurity. We have to congratulate him for the recovery, for the rescue of the students of Kariga in Kaduna. When those students were kidnapped, there was loud rumblings in the social media, in the local media, in the international media. But when they were rescued, there was deepening silence. That goes to show that in some clients, they are still in the campaign mode.
Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
If you are looking for evil people, evil in real sense, and they give you an assignment to bring the image of evil, the APC, Egbekebe, and Nigerian politicians, they are the textbook definition of that evil. Did you see where he said about the kidnapped children? He is more sort of concerned about people's reaction, not them, ensuring such thing never happens at all, that children are never involved in their criminal business, okay? So, yeah, take the children. Oh, yeah, bring them back so that we can say, see, we have rescued them. Oh, yeah, give us a medal. We just rescued the kidnapped children, even though they say one died. Abi, yeah, oh, yeah, give us a medal. Oh, you're not going to give us a medal. So you're just these hateful people that cannot give us a medal for rescuing the children that we kidnapped. You hate Nigeria, that is why. These Olori Brukus came in when the Nigerian naira to dollar was 145 naira to a dollar. Nigeria was exporting to some extent, and I mean, Nigeria was earning forex for real, to the point that Nigeria had excess crude accounts where they were keeping dollars. These criminals came in, they emptied the excess crude account, they emptied the foreign reserve, and then they took Nigerian naira from 145 naira to 1,980 naira in 8 years. But we have to print out their gold medal because they just brought it down to 1,300. The enemies of, see, the economy is taking a corner. The economy is coming back. When the dollar was 1,900, they expected it to go to 2,000, 5,000. But look at them now. They are not praising us now that we have brought it down to 130, and it is still coming down. Oh, they are not praising us. So from 145 naira to 1,450 naira. Show me a picture of any other evil you know. Please show me. I'm waiting. And this is what Baba Beji or Nerisha had to say. The economy is coming back. Mr. President, you are doing well.
Rulers of our their country, we're here for iftar, but beyond the iftar, we can see, obviously, the bonding strength and diversity.
I'll tell you something as well. May no be like say I don't want you. If you think say Tinubu is annoying or Shettima is inherently annoying, maybe it's been a while you have heard or Nerisha. When he's there to do one thing he knows how to do best, lick the ass of whoever is sitting there. And it does it not like eloquently or beautifully. It does it so embarrassingly for everybody who knows what a position of Ooni truly means. So if you think Tinubu is annoying or boring, Shettima is this. You have to listen to this one. And that your home training, but they worry you inside. Waiting there your inside where you want talk. Home training no go want you make you talk harm. Watch Ooni and see how people they lick ass. At the royalty level. You go shake.
Rulers of our their country, we're here for iftar, but beyond the iftar, we can see, obviously, the bonding strength and diversity of our their nation. I want to also extend a very deep gratitude to the religious leaders that are here. All and sundry and all the stakeholders of our their nation are here. We do not have any country. This is our nation. And we all must join hands to make it work. We're here, like I said earlier on, beyond the iftar, for a proper bonding, for us to know and have it at the back of our mind that we should continue to intercede and do all the great things that we can all do for our their nation. You cannot do it alone, despite the fact that you are the father of the nation. We are all here to let you know that you have us. In our words, you have us. In our thoughts, you have us. In our deeds, you have us. And all in our action. You are not alone, and we can see and feel your effort. We see the things you're doing, and you have always been telling the nation that please exercise patience. Things will be better. And it is very obvious things are coming down gradually. Everything that has been skyrocketing, which has caused a lot of fear, a lot of anguish in our their country. Over the last couple of days, gradually, things are getting better. In the area of security, we know that you are trying your best. Yes, we are not there. We know, but we cannot leave you to do it alone.
It's a joint and collective effort. You are the president for even and over the citizens that are for you and the citizens that are against you. You are the leader. We should all join hands to support your vision. We should all join hands to support the cause of the betterment of our dear nation. On this note, on behalf of all the traditional rulers from all the 6 geopolitical zones of our dear country, we want to let you know that we are there for you and we will always be there. Anytime, any day you call on us, we will be there. To us, we are underutilized. We will continue to say it. We have so many roles we can play because we are the closest to our people. Call on us any day, anytime. Anything you want us to do for you in terms of how to reach out to the populace, we are doing our best, but events like this happens once in a while. But this one that has happened today, it's a good opportunity to let you know that we are not going to leave you. We will be there for you on behalf of the entire National Council of Traditional Rulers of this country. Myself and His Eminence Sultan of Sokoto, we are the co-chair. We will continue to work with you and make sure that our country becomes a better country. Our country of your dream, of our dream, of the next generation to come will be a better country. Challenges are there, yes, we all know. And it's very obvious, we can see now that you are not actually resting on your horse. We can see the policies and we are getting it right on a gradual basis. The fare has been allayed, we can see. And Mr. President, I will continue to tell you.
Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
No apology. I told you, like, you go see dick riding like you've never seen before. It's working. That will be so kind of cringing to listen to you. Just sit down there and be like, God damn it, man. Hi. What has this guy done to this stool? But it is Nigeria. It's better we all live in the reality as it is now. Here you get. So yes, everything is turning around. The dollar is coming down and this and that. But as the dollar comes down, the price of food continues to skyrocket. Oh no, they are also going to come down later and on like that. But they are already sharing medals to themselves. Well done. We read it in the news. They said that Nigeria Central Bank has pumped in $60 million so far, and they will pump more money in to make sure that they control how much dollar is sold right in your very eyes. All of you now, you are watching your central bank collecting, collecting dollars, loans, and then they are now kind of selling it at what they choose as is undervalued, so as to make sure that they give Naira a boost, a push, and they're already sharing the medal for it. While you wait, if this is going to be anything at all that's going to work for you or not, it's not. Now, there's something I want to tell you. This one, though, I had to go and study this properly. I'm talking about like researching a bit more so that I will have a better understanding, even if it's going to be average. Have you heard that Cardi B has pulled a stone from his heart? Apart from them, and apart from him, to continue, okay, to supply subsidized dollars in order to maintain what they now call turning the corner So Kadobi has now come up with another magic from his sleeve, and it is called recapitalization of the banks. You know, Koolu has found it very hard to get investors, any real investors, except for few that were willing to borrow them money. Here you get. And somehow, this economy and the Mayfield's policies that is refined and copy and pasted by Kadobi, depletion of the foreign reserve to help defend the naira by selling dollar at undervalued rate, so you cut your cost. So it's like this. What you are witnessing there is that the Central Bank of Nigeria will buy dollars. For example, not buy, like get dollars at the original value of, let's say, 2,000 naira to $1. And if they allow the floating to continue, where people just have to say, this is how much I'm going to sell my dollar and all that, then it's going to end up hitting 5,000 naira to $1. To prevent that, not by improving exports to make more forex. No, that's not what they are doing. What they are now doing is to make sure that, listen, if we get all dollars in, we can buy them for as much as 2,000 naira as value. But giving out that dollar to some designated BDCs, we can control how much they sell the dollars. And since we can use propaganda to tell everybody that the central bank is selling the dollars for 1,200 to BDCs, the highest that the BDC will have to sell it is 1,230. Meanwhile, in a country of 200 million people, your central bank is pushing out $60 million a week to fill in those requests. So if you go make that demand from the BDCs, you can access that money from them. So they have to continue to make it available to control how much you get it. But outside there, you stand no chance. Because if you don't see it, you will end up having to pay more for those who are ready to sell there, Sabi? But the propaganda can continue to make it look like all over Nigeria right now, $1 is this or that, okay? Which is working for them. So you know what Cardi-B is doing now? If investors are not coming to Nigeria because of Tinubu's track record, the criminal enterprise in that place, how about we do recapitalization from 25 billion naira for banks to 500 billion naira? Because it's going to be like using one stone to kill like 5 birds. Now you may target 5 birds that you want to kill, only end up getting just 2. To Kadobi and their permutation, even if 2 birds fall out of this or falls from this on their lap, it is still a win. Now let me explain that to you. Currently, the banks in Nigeria are being told to either go and look for investors to invest in your banks, international banks, and bring in at least the capital base of 500 billion. You can get more than that. You can rebase yours to 1 trillion, 2 trillion, 3 trillion. It's up to you. You can merge with other banks and make that if you are an international bank. So if you are just commercial bank, who is operating like nationally and then regionally. So they put their own around there. 250 billion, 100 billion, 50 billion, 10 billion, including non-profit, non-interest banks. But here is what using one stone to kill about 5 birds is that banks are very lucrative. Bank business in Nigeria is very lucrative. Okay, very, very lucrative. Even if the economy is tanking, people are losing their jobs, businesses are like dying, banks will still declare profits because the money they make from just deducting illegal deductions from people's accounts alone, they declare profit in tens of billions, hundreds of billions of naira. Also, which can be an easy investment attraction or attractor for real investors who wants to put their money in something that is really a little bit viable. And by so doing, they could attract up to $1 billion, $2 billion investment into the banking sector in Nigeria. And it could go as far as $10 billion. So that's some smart move. So when that money gets into Nigeria, central bank is going to be involved. Most of them are going to pass through the central bank. And this money, now they can use that to further shore up the base of their financial credibility and say, yeah, look at this, we have this. It doesn't mean that it's going to come in and have a direct impact on you yet, because that idea, from what I heard, is such a very beautiful idea, but there's something you have to do. And that thing is that as you are pulling that off, right, you must also block all the loopholes, wastages in public spending, so that by the time the result of those investments are beginning to sort of yield, you are already doing your part to provide infrastructures to make them flourish. And then you make more money as a government. And as for your economy, right, there is more money inside there for businesses to actually really use. But the problem is that Nigeria doesn't actually plug any loopholes of wastages in public sector, no. So it's going to be a mixed one. I'm not going to pretend that what I heard about the idea, I did it. And also, I'm also not going to forget the fact that even if you have a perfect idea from somewhere, remember, when it gets to Nigeria, it becomes illogical, because Nigeria is illogical. So then secondly, the idea of that recapitalization, if this scope of artificial naira gaining strength against the dollar, because it is artificial, it is your central bank taking a shot at their own naira to make it appear strong when there's actually nothing backing it, other than somebody taking money somewhere and say, sell this money, sell these dollars at this rate. This is how much I want you to sell it. Not because the naira actually had anything that gave it the value, nothing. Sure, you get. So the second advantage of recapitalization is that, you see, people where they steal money launderers, when you are into drug, or you are into any shady deals, stuff like that, back in the days, the best way to hide your blood money, illegal money, is to put it in a bank. No, not go and open a bank account. Dumbo, no. You will be the owner of the bank. Buy a license or buy a local bank. All right? Buy a local bank and move your money inside. So that will be your depositor's money. And then they create all the fake accounts around it for you, and they make it look like it's actually a functional bank. You see, those they said were stockpiling naira that prompted them to change naira, the currency in Nigeria. So the plus side is that they could probably bring more of those paper out now and just dump them in some of these banks, including some of the dollars they stole too. Some of them, they stole your naira and they used the naira to buy dollars from that your economy. So they can open banks and put the money inside those banks. And that puts more money in the control of the central bank too. So they've increased their interest rates in Nigeria right now because they said that is how to curb or control inflation. So they are doing that, and they say, oh, it's going to come down later the moment they have more money and liquidity in the system. More money, more liquidity is like more forex, which is liquid, available dollars that is ready to be transacted in large volume. Sure, you understand? And so they are banking on that. So that could be a good idea, this recapitalization. But there are other things too. They are as important as the one I mentioned. I do not want to put too much emphasis on them. I'm talking about what is going to play out where some of the banks are going to be taken over by Tinubu's men. It should be relevant, but it is as relevant as other things I just mentioned, okay? And that's why I chose to tell you the good one I hear, the good ones about it, the recapitalization of your banks. It simply means that your banks will be healthier and you will have a chance of, maybe ghost investors, foreign investors who can see the opportunity in buying shares in some of those emerging banks or the banks that are going to merge together. This is a window to bring in money. You get that now? You can see banks, you can see investors from all over the world and say, they are investing $200 million in Access Bank, or we are investing $100 million in First Bank. You're going to be hearing things like that now. And also, you see, for the thieves in Nigeria, they too now can give the money to some of those ghost investors that will just pop up from nowhere and say they are investing 200 million. They are buying banks here and there, only to find out later that they are actually fronting for your state governors. That you find out later. So there will be some aggressive takeover of some people's banks in Nigeria out of this, right? But for Kadobi, it is a window where more direct dollars can be brought into Nigeria and Nigerian Central Bank. And to them, they will probably have more to use a shorten at their naira and continue to make it look and appear like it's coming stronger when there is no real investment in the real sector. Last night, the national grid collapsed. Is there a country that is coming back from economic this or that? That's why you can't listen to people like that or Nippon Hub, or Nippon Hub of Poron Hub or Nerisha. Some people hate me for that. They think I'm actually happy or taking a dig at no. I am embarrassed because when I was growing up, what I read about some prominent Yoruba Obas, to me, they were like gods. As a kid, I was seeing people like Nerisha. That is not just a man. If he was a man before he became Oni, or you became a Alaafin of Oyo, if you were a man, you are no longer a man. You are no longer human. You are now like pretty much like a god, like an ancestor. I grew up, I realized that. So that is that on Kadobi and his what do you call it, voodoo economy. So it's kind of good. It's like a good sweet sour of a thing, because at the end of the day, it's all going to end up in one thing. When this old show, all this patch, all the cover up, when everywhere can't dry, you will see all of them come out and be like looking for who to blame again. And you see those ones who kind of stand up to say, yeah, it's a good idea. That's a very brilliant decision. That every one of them will disappear. You won't see them anymore. Or do you still see those who are abusing you because of Bokwari in the last 80 years? Do you still see them? Those ones where you fought with on social media. At least some of you have one or two experiences with them, Abi. Do you see them around now? When they now said that they have destroyed Nigeria beyond repair, where are those ones who they attack you on behalf of Bokwari? They've gone quiet. Some of them have changed names. Now they are now defending this to tell you that it's a good idea. It's a Kiniko. You will see how it's going to turn Kiniko around. They will disappear then too. So here is another one. Now, I told you this is just giving you the snippet into what we are likely going to talk about later tonight in the People's Parliament, because I am actually really want to have the People's Parliament where, we can all come here and share our own, general views on everything, right? Apart from phone calls, physically, like. So here is another one. Remember that yesterday, the news was that the Nigeria. This one wants me to get up and stretch. I think I've sat for like an hour. So if I sit for like an hour, I am supposed to get up and stretch like that. For health. You get? I usually do that off camera, kind of, but it just asked me there to do it. I'm sorry if that seems weird. Okay, well, I need it so that I don't go get stroke while I'm seated. He's such a young man. Baloshimalo needs stroke because Koolu did only joke for 3 hours. So they said it's not good. So I had to do it. Right? So yesterday, the Nigerian army published this image and they said these were the people wanted for killing the Nigerian soldiers. Okay? So Nigerian soldiers who we were told went there for peace. But these people said no, they didn't come for peace. These were bunkers. All right? So now the families of the slain soldiers, they will never really know the truth. Since the Nigerian army, they've already been like, they've been running with more than 3 stories of how those soldiers died. So they declared those people wanted. And one of them, Koolu, is a monarch, is a king. It was the one who was saying that he knows, he knew one of the killed soldiers as a very good man, the man who came to his coronation as a king. From that part. Now they have to put his name, his picture there. See, Koolu, Clement Koolu. That's number 7. That's a monarch. I saw the video of the man. These people wrote letter. Baba, I'm going to show you the letter this evening, okay? The people of Okwama, they wrote letter twice to report the activities of bunkering and all these activities of illegal stuff. And some of the people behind it, they wrote letters to the Nigerian police, Nigerian army, with no response from them. 2 letters this year alone. But they still went there to go and kill them, declare them wanted. So the guy came out and he was like, you know what? I'm going to go hand myself in. So he handed himself in to the police, and the police took him to the military, the army. Okay, but before he went, he had this to say. I couldn't believe it myself.
This morning, to the greatest of my surprise, I saw my name on the list of persons wanted in connection with this heinous crime. It is a shock to me because I have no hand in such things. I don't believe in anything that has got to do with truncating the life of human beings. I am not in any way, shape, or form connected to this. Let it be stated clearly here that I haven't been able, even as a monarch, I haven't been able to access the kingdom till date. I got my staff of office on the 16th of November, 2023. Now, prior to getting my staff of office, it's been turbulent. The government is sufficiently aware of my position. And I'm really, really very surprised and taken aback that my name as a monarch of the kingdom will appear in a list of wanted persons. I have no hands in killings. I have no hands in encouraging anybody to kill anybody. It is against my philosophy as a human being and my faith as a Catholic. It is against it. This is a serious crime against humanity. And I think they need to look at the appropriate places. They need to do a thorough investigation to know all those who have committed this and bring them to book. And bring them there. This morning, to the greatest of my surprise, I saw my name on the list of persons wanted in connection with this.
It is Nigeria, all right? The amount of injustice that is available in Nigeria is enough to go round. Now, so everybody go carry camera. When your own touch you, go carry camera. Please, my people, I need to explain. You will explain something. It is called injustice. It doesn't discriminate. I will keep reminding you. Of course, it is a greatest insult. And some believe that since the Nigerian military are totally above the law, so Who are you going to report to, and who are you going to complain to? Who is going to take care or call them to order? Nobody. Here is one experience that, you know, this story, I haven't told you this story, okay, but you will be told the story soon. That's a royal father, almost in tears. That how could this even be, right? Because the military have no regard for anybody or any rule. The bunch of criminals who are carrying out this criminality, oil bunkering and murder in that part of Niger Delta, they're doing the same to everybody who crosses their path. If you report it as well, you could even be like putting your life at risk. Your life will be at risk reporting them. A journalist was said to have reported something about them, very true. And then the next thing, they kidnapped him. They kidnapped him, locked him up somewhere, then they denied. Like they denied. I'm talking about, this is like, everybody knows that you are keeping this person. Just admit that you are keeping him and tell them why you are keeping him. You are keeping a journalist. And they wanted to kill him. The Nigerian army. You guys should know, at least.
Suleiman, I think it is a very sad story. Like you said, when he was arrested about 13 days ago, and after the wife, the publisher of the newspaper raised the alarm, and we made all efforts to get in touch with the federal government authority to confirm where the guy was taken to. We were in touch with the DSS office, the police, the Office of the National Security Advisor, the Minister of Information, and they said they've made their own contact and nobody had been able to confirm where the guy was being kept. So we keep on issuing statement appealing to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to order his release. And the more we press for that, the more they kept on telling us, look, we don't know where this guy was being kept. So after some days, we were in touch with the Nigerian Union of Journalists, the International Press Institute, and we told them that there's need for us to organize ourselves and see how we can make a collective effort to get to know where this guy is. But unfortunately, one of the group, International Press Institute, was able to track him to the Defense Intelligence Agency facility, and even when they tracked him to that facilities, and we called the defense chiefs and the guy in charge, and they denied. We even called we even got in touch with National Security Officer. They also denied. We got in touch with Minister of Information. They denied. But the more they denied, the more our source from there kept telling us that there's need for us to move very fast to save the life of this guy. So last night we sent out invitation that we're going to have a world press conference today to alert the world about what is happening. It was at that point that they got in touch with the Minister of Information and confirmed that the guy was actually with them. That was last night. And the Minister of Information quickly asked them to release the guy, otherwise they will be in trouble. And they promised they were going to release this guy this morning. And there was an attempt to ask us to call off the press conference. And we said, no, we're not going to call off the press conference. Because if some military guys still believe that they are above the law or still find it very difficult to subject themselves to civil authority, then there's a problem. How can a DIA agent, for example, lie to the National Security Advisor, lie to the Minister of Information and other senior government officials about the whereabouts of Maiyegun or Olatunji? For us, that is our concern. And we believe that it's not something we can just gloss over. There's need for the president to take immediate action and investigate the matter.
Yeah, take immediate action. Take afterthought action. Now, everybody, I'm a journalist. You are still alive, Abi. You know, it is a brutal place, right? And sadly, these people, where they carry out all of this oppression and all of this, kidnappings on behalf of their supposed, leaders. Completely, they don't even they talk to themselves. Recently, we saw where DSS and police they fight over who go sit here, who not supposed to sit here, and DSS won't come out gone. Yeah, we saw that one just recently. I don't know if you have seen it.
See, okay, we go change that for you. Come on from there. Come on from there. You are idiot. Come on from there. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on from there. You are idiot. Come on from there. Okay. Come on from there. Come on.
That was police, the spectators, as well as the supposed DSS. Maybe the guy is not even DSS. But the guy was like, enemy DSS. And we were like, which DSS? Who you be? Who you be? It's a funny place, okay? And it is also embarrassingly funny. But here is why you should know that not everything these criminals in government tells you that you should take to heart. Majority of what they say to you is called social conditioning, social re-engineering. Don't they think, say, because it sounded so kind of posh, that it is a good thing when APC, or a rotten system like that of Nigeria, is doing social conditioning or social re-engineering. They are re-engineering your brain to that of slavery, and you'll begin to enjoy it soon, since your brain is sort of configured, or the process would have been completed by then. So when they say social conditioning or social re-engineering, it is the propaganda sort of rubbed in a very fancy chocolatey creamy chocolate. I don't know. I'm trying to make something out of that. Okay, but you get what I mean? Like propaganda that is sort of wrapped or gapped in some fancy, smell, fancy dress that will leave you off, or that will leave you worse off. Journalists that have been, it's been a while, from time immemorial, where journalists in Nigeria have been endangered species. But there is Shoyombo. There's this guy, Shoyombo Fisayo. Okay, you see, Fisayo Shoyombo is one investigative journalist like that of David Undeyi, but his own is extra. Fisayo will allow himself to be locked up in maximum prisons because he wants to investigate the corruption within the prison system. Okay, it will be filed in. It will be filed in as a prisoner. It will stay in there. It could be there for months, just trying to gather information that he was going to come back and tell us what he sees. So his own is always extra. He's somebody that will sign up and be like, I want to sign up to become a student in this school. And he will sign up just because he wants to kind of get some, he is always extra. Now, here is Fisayo Shoyombo that is revealing the ongoing collaboration between the Nigerian customs as well as the Nigerian smugglers. Because it seems to be official. Smuggling would be criminal if it wasn't in Nigeria. But in Nigeria, smuggling is only a criminal act if you are not using the authorized smugglers. Now, these are not really new. Smugglers are praised and worshipped in our society. I do sing to one too. There is one from IBD Dende, Shokopao, who others like in that Idiroko, Ilaro, all those Yewa, Odeda area where these where these strong smugglers They are not unknown. So it was Fisayo who made us realize that in that part of southwest Nigeria, smugglers have their own smuggling day, official day. Their customs will not work that day, or they won't touch that route. And smugglers actually have official routes. They will tell you this one is Shokopao's route. This one is IBD Dende's route. If you are a smuggler, then find you on IBB Dende's route. Thereby anyhow. So IBB Dende's route be like, now only him get the route. If he no give you clearance to use the route, if you go use the route, thereby anyhow. Fisayo has been screaming and screaming to see if Nigeria still has any government. Fisayo did a report. In fact, he actually uploaded a video where one of the smugglers was slapping and beating up a custom officer that was holding gun. Baba, the video went viral and all of that. Do you know what happened? The Nigerian police IG invited the supposed journalist working with Fisayo in their, what do they call that thing again? Oh, FIJ, something Institute of Journalism. Okay, I'll remember it and I'll tell you. The Nigerian government has invited one of them to come and write statements that the report they did on these guys concerning the Nigerian custom and the smugglers, that they can defend it. They've invited one of them now. But the same Fisayo just woke up 2 days or so ago and he tweeted this: "Good morning, Customs Nigeria. What happened to the bullets and guns brought in by IBD Dende, pieced into their component parts, smothered with black nylons, just how turkey is packaged, lumped together with turkey as though the real import is turkey, and smuggled to eastern Nigeria with the knowledge of a particular custom officer in Zone B? Nigerians would like to know, why has the Nigerian Customs Service never announced the interception of arms smuggled to the east with these specific markings? Does it mean, okay, never mind? Do you understand? Yes, we know how the insecurity in eastern Nigeria and the script around it was crafted, how it was kind of being executed as well. A lot of us know. We may not have all of the factual evidence like Fisayo, but here is what this guys who went to the parts came back with. The insecurity in eastern Nigeria cannot be blamed on IPOB. There are other forces they are not telling you. There are no other forces. Those are the real forces that want you to now believe that all the atrocities they are committing, state-sponsored terrorism, state-sponsored insecurity, gun running and smuggling, how the eastern Nigeria is being flooded with different guns. And these are coming from the official custom smugglers. These are not coincidence. All right? But it's good to know. You should know. And that's why I'm playing it for you now.
Once regarded as the safest and most peaceful region in Nigeria, the southeast geopolitical zone is currently grappling with insecurity, which has now significantly hindered its economic potential. At this gathering, members of civil society organizations and the Action Group on Free Civil Space came together to challenge misconceptions about the causes and consequences of insecurity in the region and advocate for appropriate government responses.
The problem of insecurity in the South, it requires a holistic approach. We should not just look at it as a security problem.
Recognize that there are a web of factors that are fueling insecurity and violence in the Southeast. But our concern is that the federal government seems to, follow a single narrative, which is that every insecurity in the Southeast is about IPOB.
Various factors contributing to insecurity in the Southeast were identified, including extreme inequalities, a culture of violence stemming from historical conflict, poverty, lack of opportunities for youth, police abuse, corruption, and government inefficiency.
Part of the problems of insecurity, violence, challenges to accountability.
We were a peaceful community before the army, Buhari's army, started orchestrating military exercises, python dance in civilian areas.
Change. I noticed while coming from Owerri, the level of road checkpoints is too much. The southeast is over-militarized and over-policed. It's alarming.
A consensus emerged that the people of the Southeast deserve an environment characterized by peace, safety, freedom, and prosperity. Participants expressed hope that this report will serve as a crucial step towards realizing their goals.
And can I tell you something? If there is a way that hopeless Uzo Digba, what's that guy name? Ifeanyi, no, is that Mba or so? I can't remember his name. There are a few names that, if these characters can be arrested, investigated, and tried, I promise you that the insecurity in eastern part of Nigeria will end the day they are arrested, starting with 2 places of the job. But you're going to say it's not going to happen. Abi? Well, you will be arrested one way or the other anyway. They will be arrested one way or the other. But there's something I want to wrap it up with now before I take calls. I can't believe I actually got somebody who was calling in earlier, but I believe that if I took that call, I may not finish this, okay? But I promise that we are likely going to have like 2 hours or 1.5 hours to have a call, okay? I need you to listen to this. For those of you who don't understand, yesterday we did say something about people not really aware or interested in self-determination. So when I saw that a conversation like this was actually happening on Nigerian TV, I'm beginning to have a second opinion on that, okay? There are actually those who knows that except Nigeria break from its current, what do you call it, mismatch. We are only playing with genocide. You know what genocide is? Where people will just be hating themselves for no reason. And they will be willing to commit genocide against them. Tell me that there are not some of these misguided idiots who will want genocide committed against the tribes they don't like. For example, asking the Nigerian military to wipe out a whole community who have done nothing, simply because you were told that Nigerian soldiers were killed, and therefore the civilians in those areas should be killed too, to even the score. It's because if that was supposed to be from your own tribe or ethnic nationality, you would never want them to go and wipe out everybody for killing soldiers. No, you won't. The reason why a lot of you are wishing genocide on one another, Fulanis, Hausas, Igbos, Yorubas, Ijosi Shekiris, Berom Jukun Stevies, and everybody from everywhere trying to kind of, overrun one another, is because you are forced to live together as a country when you are not supposed to be. And that is a recipe for genocide. Now, this was said on their national TV in Nigeria. I want you to listen.
If the Constitution maintains by Section 2 that Nigeria is one indissoluble nation and doesn't provide for means or procedure by which a people or a particular sector of the nation, a federating people, can choose to say at this particular point we want to have a nation of our own, and it doesn't provide for a peaceful means by which this can be guaranteed, there will always be frictions that will be leading to violence, killings, and bloodshed. And to avoid this, it is imperative that we look at that provision of Section 2 that says that Nigeria is one indissoluble, indestructible entity that doesn't make provision for the procedure by which a people can advance the right to self-determination. There have been many occasions where, I mean, on so many occasions we hear from the Arewa People's Congress or whatever agitating that, yes, if Nigeria cannot work, they want to go on their own. The Biafra agitators are there. We have the Odua nation and what have you. If the Constitution provides for a procedure to determine peacefully whether a people can separate from Nigeria, you see that some of these agitations might be completely quenched. For instance, let me give you one. Tomorrow now, if we provide for referendum or plebiscite, these are political procedures for determining whether a nation or a nation in a country, because I want to take the definition of a nation here to mean the ethnic nationalities, maybe the Yoruba nation, the Igbo nation, the Arewa nation, or Ijo, Ibiobio, and what have you. Now, if a people can be entitled to right to call for plebiscite that can be supervised by international organs like the United Nations and what have you, it can be safely and easily determined that, okay, these people in this particular area as done in 1960, in 1959-60, if my recollection is right, with the people of the southern part of Cameroon who formed part of Nigeria before, but when they decided that no, they wanted to be on their own, then a plebiscite was conducted and they were able to have a separate nation of their own. If we say Nigeria is an indissoluble entity and will not tolerate any agitation by which people can determine whether they want to be on their own, definitely we are only calling for crisis on our own earth. Tomorrow now, if you subject it to plebiscite, that okay, people of the Igbo nation should decide whether they want to be part of Nigeria or they want to have a nation of their own. You might find a situation that the majority may say they prefer to be in Nigeria rather than having a Biafra. And that will silence the people who are agitating. And if people who are agitating are in the majority by virtue of the plebiscite, why not allow such to just take place peacefully so that there is no sense in remaining one single entity by force that may lead to bloodshed and what may even be characterized as genocide, because a situation where that is allowed, then we have descended below the level of humanity. So these are some of the provisions. Going to the political level, to some of the political.
Don't worry, Baba. You've done well. That was on their TV in Nigeria. So if somebody says they do not know about may everybody go their separate ways very much in Nigeria, I think we shouldn't take that wholly anymore. Or are people into it? Would they be interested? Or are they interested? That's another different scenario entirely. Okay? And like that man said, and I keep reminding all of you, I know a lot of you hate anything called election. But let me tell you this. Referendum is election. Oh. You see the way they are campaigning, it will shock you. I've said it many times. It will shock you that the way you want Biafra, it will shock you, say there are millions of others too who are going to believe that no, they have to stay in Nigeria. And because it is a political process, there will be those that will actually collect money to stay in Nigeria and still vote yes. Here you get. So you will need to actually really convince people. You will really have to actually organize seminars, organize campaigns, organize awareness. You could beg people to say yes to Yoruba Nation. Yeah, you could beg them. You will see professors, you will see pensioners, you will see elderly people, you will see young people. They will form their group and they will say they don't want Yoruba Nation. And they will present their cases. And the reason why they said the majority have it is because if the majority of us says yes, the minority will not want time, they don't get choice. They would have to be part of the country. And in most cases, they are always those people who end up being the opposition government that will keep those who got independence, they will keep them on their toes. And that is how a country works. New country and all that. So all of you make you know that United Nations is not going to declare any country anywhere. Now we go decide until we have that political will where people like us can actually go back to Nigeria and do a proper campaign for Yoruba Nation. That atmosphere where people will not tell you or criminalize self-determination. And he is also right. There is no point in killing people. There is no point in criminalizing all of this. Maybe you believe that those who are asking for Biafra, they are just noisemakers. The Igbos will not leave Nigeria. Oh yeah, now you give them a date for referendum now and find out. Because they know that once people say yes, they are going, there is nothing that will change it anymore. I swear, nothing will change it. That's why they don't want to take that risk. Maybe Nigeria is corrupt. Maybe they can try and even rig. You know, say that they rig referendum. Maybe you don't know. Ah, look at you. They rig referendum election too. It's election. But the criminals in Nigeria, despite the fact that the system is so corrupt, they don't bond them well to take the risk. Yeah, let's try it. I make we try it. Make it. Because you know something, if you want to stop people from asking for something, you put it into a fair fight. Anybody will win. You take it. Oh yeah, here. Here is Biafra. Here is Yoruba nation. Like that. Oh yeah. This is those who want Biafra. These are those who don't want Biafra. This is Biafra. And this is Nigeria holding it. Oh yeah, take it. Then you slug it, and then if the pro-Biafra are the majority, they just take Biafra out of Nigeria and that's their destiny in their hand. And just like that too, the pro-Biafra here, the pro-one Nigeria, since Nigeria is opened his hand and so yeah, come and take it. So the pro-Biafra, the pro-Nigeria, if they are the ones who won, they will just do like this. Nigeria, keep Biafra. We don't want Biafra, Jare, keep it. But nobody wants to take the risk. Do you understand? The owners of Nigeria, who can do and undo, they do not want to take the risk. Try them now. Oh yeah, try them, we'll see. And that's why he said, if everybody is hiding behind this one Nigeria, one indissoluble, indestructible, one Nigeria, well, it will be destroyed from within. We are only cutting violence, terrorism, genocide, massacre, hatred to one another, and none of this is going to work for anybody or work in anybody's interests. Those who make peaceful dissolution impossible, they are likely going to make a violent breakup inevitable. I love that line. I kind of love quoting it, even though I don't like violence, right? So I'm going to leave it this way, okay? And I'm going to open the line. Now you can call in. So now we have, let me see, we have 1 hour, 20 minutes, which is 80 minutes for you to be part of this afternoon or this morning from wherever you are joining from. I'll go shake my tea. And then, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? It should be. I'll be back. I didn't want to make it like our normal prime time, okay? So, like, let's just continue our gist. I have a caller here. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun. Good morning. Good morning
to you. How are you?
Yeah, this is the HK calling here in Kansas City.
I actually saw Kansas City there, and I'm like, who is that, my friend from Kansas City again? I'm glad you mentioned the name this time. I won't forget. HK.
Yeah, good morning,
How are
sir.
you,
Good
sir?
morning.
Good morning.
I'm happy, glad that I get to call in today. You know, to call in sometimes is like a lottery ticket, too. You know how you play lottery.
But yeah, we've discovered that it's easier this way. Sure you get. So yeah, you can win many times on this one.
Yes, you know, and also happy Friday to you, Maiyegun.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I just listened to your program. You know, I mean, you know, your program is way educated to me. You know, it's taking me the level of smartness about everything in life. You know what I mean? It's very educated. Maiyegun, you are the real professor that we know. You know. Speaking of because I hate calling our country as a Nigeria as it is. You know, I call it zoo. You know, I have my reason.
Being generous, Ejike. We all know that zoo is organized. If Nigeria is as organized as a zoo, right? I mean, it will kind of be like a proud zoo, but nah, it's pretty much worse than a jungle. But hey, I get you, Baba. Go on.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is about the topic that you have this morning, about a few of them. You see what's going on in the Niger Delta. The military are the one that kill their own people, which is their own colleague. So by them saying they will find the perpetrator, that tells you they will never, in the 100 years to come, they will never find it. They know who killed the people they said. The people that killed them.
They know who killed them, right?
Yeah.
How come now people will come complain? Their picture they wanted list. What's going on? If you talk say you know people kill your people, but now people will say we don't they see where they talk say oh hey, help us, so people help us, so they are killing us here. We didn't do anything. Or yeah. Now their face they all your wanted list, including the monarch.
And the one thing is like the same terrorist government went over and killed the whole village. At the same village calling them, come back and help us. And they will be like, are they still calling us again? They will be talking to your colleague. What do you think, man? Let's go back and kill a few more. They will come back and kill a few more. They will come back again. Please, government, to come help us. Come help us.
They sit inside that bush. We'll go back again. Then they go back again.
Then they go back again. That's why I know that this Nigeria is mentally destroy every person that stays in that country. Why the terrorist people, and you know that these people, they have a terrorist group in the northern region, Boko Haram, ISIS, or whatever. They recruit all of them into your armed forces by the main person who called himself Mohammed Buhari. That man started the beginning to know how to destroy the whole country by his gang, including the current one they have now. They're calling himself a president. You know what these people do? They're having all these. You see where they go to the east side, they kill as much as they can. And when they're killing them in the northern region, all of them, you never see them. Because they're having those people as their backup armed forces. That is the reason why they will go to the whole jihadist northern region. The Boko Haram or any type of terrorists will go or the village and go anywhere and wipe everybody out. And them army to go there to retaliate. Because those people, what they have it as their backup.
Nigerian army, Nigerian soldiers in that part, right? So, and now you, when they talk about it, now you they go arrest.
Now you go to arrest. Now you go to
come back. You are sharing the image of Nigerian soldiers in a very bad taste, and you are bringing insult to Nigerian soldiers. Now you they go arrest, not the terrorists that slaughter them. I've seen enough of them being like,
yeah, so that's why I'm trying to make every person living in that Nigeria call himself in Nigeria. That's what I'm trying to lighten up with that too, so that they will understand. Whatever going on in that eastern region, the Nigerian army are the one that are committing the crime, and they're the one that know who killed the people. So stop calling them. Whenever you see that thing happen, stop calling the government, because the government is the main terrorist people that are coming over to do the main job for you. So that's what I'm trying to make the people understand. And when you talk about the government that on the seat now, which is the Tinubu or whatever, when you look at when they're having their what they call it, the stupid breakfast,
Ramadan dinner. every day.
Yes, the Ramadan. So they want to tell us that Nigeria is Islamic country, right? And they're having a Ramadan dinner or whatever, and they will go around and bring all these religion readers and bring all these traditional leaders and make it full of themselves, going down there. And they very much know that where they go to is the mafia. It's like, you know, when you look about the history of the Italian.
Holy Spirit didn't tell them that they are sitting next to the devil because they are devil themselves.
Yes, they try to make. That's the reason why they have all these Boko Haram and they have their Nigeria. They mix everybody in together because they know their job and what they cannot do and what they're going to do for them. So let the people stay dying for Nigeria. Let them get that in their head that whenever they go over and commit all this crime and you call the government, be sure that you're calling them to come kill more. So talking about their breakfast or stupid thing they're having, this mafia, when you look about the American, when the Italian mafia, you see, there are some of them in their group of like a government thing, and they do act like they're just like there for you. So when you look at all the statements they make, they never talk about, you know, what they achieve, how many factories they build, how many roads, what life. They're over talking about, let's come together and fight for. Are you looking at the bomb criminal? Talking about, none of them have the idea of how to create jobs, how to make a development, and when you started telling them, they will tell you all these things happen to other countries, and you see all these places you go. You know, when they started talking that they try to make
facing the same challenges and they all have the same problem. So don't worry, by the grace of God, when we come together and we pray and we use our intelligence, we will be. What are you talking about, mister? That's what I'm going to feel like if I was in that same mall. I'd be like, hey, man, what are you talking about? Like, I don't even understand.
And most of them sitting there, and the youngest ones, they are very intelligent, and just sit there listening all this babuzo and all this nonsense this man was saying, and they will be there asking themselves. But let me tell them this, you know, all humans are created equals. Nobody is coming about themselves like he was born in poverty. We are not born in poverty. The people that are making us poverty look like those people that are in front of you. They're making everybody feel less. And those people, they have family. And they will never bring their family to do this dirty work that you are doing for them, to bring them to come do it for them. They will never. You as yourself, calling yourself as the army of Nigeria, calling yourself any kind, right? Remember that you have the right to change your country as you believe in. You can never have those criminals taking advantage of you, continuously taking advantage of you. It's about the time that you guys think about how to rise up. All those West African regions is doing it. And they're bringing the young people to be their president, to be their leader, because innovation is real.
That's right.
The technology is improving more and more and more and more. We cannot have all these animals and bamboozle and all these mafians, all these terrorist people calling themselves a government and keep brainwashing you as a religion. And they know how to get the job done. When they come with that level of ethnics, when you guys try to rise up, and I can use the NSAS. NSAS is supposed to be the most unbearable, the way to change that zoo called Nigeria. But all of you are looking for Indomies, looking for anything that you can eat that you never eat before, and forget about the future that you have been living in, that you well technologies and other European countries you are dying to go for, and what they achieved. I think it's about the time that everybody started putting the senses and listen all these and stop listening. And the worst part of it, see all these media, all this Channel TV, Arise TV, they are second backman of their terrorist acts, because those people are the ones that destroyed the zoo country to the level where you see all these northern terrorists, Boko Haram, all these people. And now you know all those people. The next people you can put on the level is all these their news network. Arise TV,
and all of their repeating lies again and again and again and again.
Exactly.
Everybody have to accept them.
Yes. And those people, when you're looking at when they come for interview, when you try to tell the truth, they will cut you off. That tells you that they're second in life. as a terrorist you see in that Nigeria. So that's what I'm trying to make all those people calling themselves Nigeria understand, that you can make a change. Yes, you can make a change. Yes, Maiyegun.
No, complete your statement. Hello? You can make a change, and yeah, I'm just saying things before you go. Yeah, go on. They can make a change.
You can make a change because your life is your destiny. Yes. Because you can't let all these criminals maltreating everybody and giving all these terrorist arms and providing them all these impunities and making themselves. Yes, and making, because when you look, if their family can't do the job, please stop doing that job for them. Let's make this revolution. Let's make. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. For this.
I appreciate you, Maiyegun. Thank you. Sorry, not happy relating to other people trying. Thank you very much.
You've done well.
I appreciate
it. Much, and you have a good one. Okay. So that's educate there. My line is still open. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I think it's still open now. Okay. But when I was coming to the office this morning, so as usual, I was live on Facebook. So what was I doing? I was sort of talking about things I saw on the road. The council flats, the houses, the roads, the office spaces and all that. And I was kind of like, look at this. This is the kind of houses you will see in Ikoyi, and you say rich people houses. They're like just normal council houses that you and I will stay in. In fact, some of us who have been in this country for a while, we always sort of feel like, I don't want to live in a council flat where we have these roadblocks of, But where we come from, Nigeria, where young people are made to believe that things have to be hard and tough for them, so as for them to appreciate whatever they finally have in life. I said, why can't we have this right there? And that's what I've been doing all the time to remind everyone. And one way they came out and it said, you can continue to something like you can continue to incite the people. Nigeria will never scatter. Continue to fool yourself. I was like, the boy's name is Tolu. I was like, Ogbeni Tolu, are you normal? Like, is everything okay at all? So I was saying that, listen, that if they are talking about self-preservation, me, I live in Scotland. And I kind of have a clue about what is called what self-preservation truly means. Okay? When I see what it means to be Scottish, and what it means to be British, and what it means to be both in one. Okay? And I was saying that, I said, in Yoruba land, we're supposed to be very rich. Our people are supposed to be living so well. If not because we are trapped in this contraption called Nigeria. And the people who use Yorubas as a meal ticket to go and sit where they are sharing your national commonwealth. The Yorubas in the establishment, Nigeria establishment, they have cornered the wealth for themselves and their families. Our people are left in squalor, poverty, unemployment, youth, sort of desperation kind of for all. I said, if there is anything called self-preservation, you as a Yoruba, the wealth of that land you should be in control of it. Like we should have thousands of billionaires, okay, who are either farmers, manufacturers, and all that. The money is put in their hand, and they are those who are recreating the wealth in the land. Yorubas are eating better food, okay? They have their own economy that is so rich and everybody can see. That is what you can now say you want to preserve. If the Scottish people say, you are coming to our country to come and take our job, they have jobs created by Scottish people, powered and funded with Scottish money. And there are some of them who feel entitled that, why are you giving the job to other people other than Scottish? It is theirs. It is their money. They have something they want to feel like somebody who is about to take. I bet, tell me, what exactly would you say people are coming to take from you Apart from Fulani terrorists that are killing us and trying to have their own land, Ruga and all that, okay? Tell me what else anybody is coming to steal from you as an average Yoruba man. What do you think, say, anybody is coming to take away from you? And that thing, things we say you have because you are Yoruba, okay? And now, if you are not careful, somebody else is going to take it right now. I'll read the comments, okay? Hello there.
Hey, Maiyegun.
Baba, I'm so sorry for keeping you waiting, okay? I've wanted to say that since. How are you?
Kò sí wọ́ọ́dì ti jàre kúṣẹ́ tọ́lọ́run rán ẹ. O ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà ti sọ èmi náà. Àmọ́ níta tí mo fẹ́ try láti pè wọlé bọ̀ kò ń wọlé. Family nǹkan. Ẹ kúṣẹ́ náà. And happy Good Friday. Ẹ̀yọ́ mi. Ọjọ́jọ́ mẹ́ta. Ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà kéèyàn fi sẹ́nu ni ọ̀ní tó tẹ̀ ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí iléeṣẹ́ mélòó ló ti dá sílẹ̀ fáwọn ọmọ Yorùbá iléeṣẹ́ mélòó ló dá sílẹ̀ fáwọn ọmọ Yorùbá in those days a máa rí pé Ooni of Ife wọ́n máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ with respect but eléyìí tó tẹ̀ jẹ́ yìí is for me just rubbish. Iléeṣẹ́ mélòó ló dá sílẹ̀? Ebi ń pa àwọn èèyàn ń sọ pé economy ti wà better. I don't understand. Àtọ́ bá máa kúrò ń bẹ ní sìkìtì bókọ́ tó máa gba check lọ lọ́wọ́ Tinubu. Àdúgbò owó lọ. Àtọ́jú tó wọ́n lọ sókè máa ń pè wọ́n kó wá pín owó l'Àbújá ẹ wá gba tiyín kẹpẹnu mọ́. It's a really bad situation in Nigeria nowadays. The best bet I think pilot just let everybody go on their separate ways. Àwọn sójà yẹn ní ìsìn everybody máa pa àwọn sójà yẹn ló wà at fault. Ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń pa innocent people for nothing. And they know what happened. But they'll put it on the civilian, on the innocent people.
And a lot of cover up too. They want everyone.
Yeah, of course.
Any other story,
of course.
They will arrest the person.
Yeah.
Any story different from their own. Is some enemies trying to.
I have people in the military. I know what I'm saying. That's rubbish. That's rubbish. And for how long? That's the matter. For how long? But I know a day is coming. A day is coming. A day is coming. And I'm telling you, a day is coming. Nonsense, don't say. The day is coming. When you're not connected, you say, look, go to the matter.
Appreciate
it. Can you next day?
And you too, Baba.
Yeah, bye.
Take it easy, okay? Have a good one. There we have it. Hang on, okay. I'm trying to clear the catch for you so that others who might want to join us can easily do that, okay? So it is true that we are somehow living, it seems so, right? That we are living in a sort of a loop, okay? Where it seems as well that those who should know better or do better, they tend to have gone mad. And the whole world is mad, run by mad people. And we are just all at the mercy of mad people. So it's either we get rid of them and take charge, or we just wait to crash. And that's the consequences of allowing lunatics to be deciders of our own destinies, right? So, yeah, hello there.
My king, Baba Maiyegun, my king.
Praise. How are you, Baba?
I'm fine. I was just calling. I knew you had to say what you were saying. Baba, today somebody was just saying what was on my mind. You know, the caller that called before this one.
Yeah.
It was just saying everything from my mind. You know, that place where Tinubu was saying that Nigeria is a beautiful place. Let us love it. Baba, no answer, Ramo. After saying all that thing, tomorrow here they have demolished people's investment in Lagos or in different. They are calling for investment. You will come, you say, let us build the place, let us love it, let us join hands together. People that you are demolishing their houses, is that not investment? That's somebody's retirement investment. Just turn the people, whole families back to poverty again. And you are calling for more money. They are just throwing away money in that country. They are throwing away money. They are following investors with hate and anger like they are criminals. That's not how to do it. In Europe here, in some countries, they are paying people to come and live so that they will have people to stay. Because they know that those people will in turn create opportunities that will make them pay taxes. That is how to build wealth of a nation. If you don't want to steal money, but all these ones they are doing is because they want to steal. So they are looking for foreign direct investment that will just land in their pocket. So they will collect their commission, and that's it. They don't care about creating.
Once they collected $10 billion from, they've allowed them to do the business. Now, story don't enter the 10 billion. They are now calling them illegitimate claim. My money, trapped in your hand.
You see?
They call them illegitimate claim. Government official.
You see?
And the same government is asking investors to come.
Every government, what they do is they can bring investment without. They will tell them don't pay. They'll give them tax waiver for 5 years. Just employ our people. But these criminals, these fools,
want to steal your business.
They want to just steal money. So he's saying Nigeria is beautiful. You should love it. Who love Nigeria more? People who have been building. You are destroying. See how many shops they demolish in one place they call Trinity. Yeah, Jegule. That hundreds of families have gone back to poverty there. They demolish Computer Village. And when they demolish these places,
that of Computer Village, that one break my heart especially. When I now realized that they said the place is owned by the wives of the police association. They said that police own Computer Village land because government don't give them. Now they don't find another place where they pay better. So everybody we get there should leave. They don't sell the land, Baba.
Baba, what will it cost these animals? These animals, what will it cost? Because these days I just cost them. What will it cost them to use our own tax money? To use our tax money to build shopping malls, and then tell these people, okay, because this place is police officers' wife, come and stay here. Okay, all of you are registered so that we'll be paying tax. It's not the country's money, it's not our money, they'll be paying tax. If they truly love that country, they should not be demolishing people and throwing them away.
Peter Obi said, tax is like investments, okay? Now, when you see traders or workers or everybody put their taxes and give to government, now that government put the taxes and started budgeting on it and spending it without giving some back into that same bracket or that demography that carved out that money. But that business, that government is still planning on how to get more from them without giving anything. But meanwhile, it's an investment. If you like,
it's an investment.
All of you give us this 10 trillion with no regular electricity, no good road, no this, no that. So how much do you think you can give us if you have stable electricity, good road? So if you give us that one, we can give you up to 100 trillion in a year. Really? Do you mean if I invest in electricity now, I can get more than? Of course, sir. You can get more than that. Okay, give me 2 years. I want to see how much I can invest there, and see that when you invest there in that electricity and more production increases, they will need more people to work. More people are working.
Yes.
The companies are making profit and declaring huge profit plus huge taxes.
Yes.
Those who are working for them, they are collecting salaries. You are collecting taxes from them. Once they collect all the money and they work outside there, every penny they are spending, you are also collecting rabat from it, VAT. So the more people get money to spend, the more money for government. So why instead of squeezing them to reduce, why not invest back in that place? But they don't.
The way they are handling that country. The way they are handling that country, the way they are handling Nigeria is like they know that they must quickly steal all the money before we catch them. They are not handling it like
definition of a devil, evil.
Exactly.
Politicians starting with the APC. There you have it.
Every one of them. Every one of them. But this is not some Labour Party politicians that just switched to PDP in Enugu State. All of them, these people are not human beings.
Sing, then they dance, and they sing, then they skip.
They are not human beings.
LUP 75, B 76, Go 77, OB. You don't go to sing a PDP under your umbrella.
Baba, the thing tire me. It tire me. No, see this country, this thing, oh yeah, keep gbogbo wọn tó pera wọn ní Nigerians. What did they see? If not, they will still come their house, they collect their food and everything. See now, I will tell you, if you don't wake up,
what did you do? Why do you bring a ammo tank? They say, hey, madam, come receive a report that only you buy half bag of rice. Do you not know that is against the law? How dare you buy a bag of rice? You are under arrest. Bring the ration.
How dare you?
Where the ration?
How dare you?
I know.
Rationing. I they tell you, Baba, you too much. And I like the way you put that your jingle. Newsers lele. You don't put that immediately that Baba talk finish. That's the way feed them that.
So many people will not see Baba. Me as a day, I have seen people wish me horrible things simply because I was able to kind of show to them what they would rather not say in public. You know, some of the things I say are things that people say privately. That's why I don't like people who think they can bully me on social media and say I don't get respect. You don't have respect.
Exactly.
You have own training. Majority of waiting that they talk for outside like this, Baba, they are normal thing where all of us they talk for private.
Yes.
You saw those and all by they are like only Brooklyn you want they are all to grab body. Things where they talk for private too. I even can't talk for public. Are you not a Yoruba? How can you be saying this? How can I say, well, I have said it, and there's something that prompted it. Sure, you get.
Yes.
So yes, disgrace. And
I want to that's oh God.
I tell you.
Now then they delay this thing. If not, everybody don't know. Say now we don't enter one chance.
You know.
Since Buhari.
You know.
Since Buhari.
So they want us to pretend to lie, and at the same time, they want the problem gone. How?
Exactly. You sure you saw the Obas that were shot on the street? The ones from Ekiti aware. It's after they told their people to vote APC. Like they don't know.
They will do it again.
Baba.
Well, you see, their next election. Now on top the grave of those two Obas, they go re-elect Tinubu. You go see the
re-elect Tinubu again.
And when you but it is what it is. We will never stop showing it to them. And for those who also are somehow pushed to the back end, you know, some people they actually want this. There are very many, but they have been sort of pushed to the background and say, don't listen to those people. You know, they are all of them abroad. They just want you to go and fight and die for Kiniko. Now those ones, a day is coming that I won't able to say anything. Now them good.
Is it life they are living there? Is it life they are living there?
No.
Are they alive in Nigeria? To tell you the truth, are Nigerians alive?
They are not.
Are they alive? That one alive.
Is that life? Is that life?
Baba.
Enjoy your day, okay? Thank you so much.
Baba, thank you very much.
See you later this evening. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Nice one. So you see this person, this one, my hand no deal. Now one true emperor. And somehow is becoming famous as somebody we no give a rat ass to whatever that is happening to you in that Nigeria. And I'm warning you ahead, okay? Because somehow there are people who feels like he's so like he shouldn't be talking like that. So well, his name is one true emperor. You don't tell an emperor how to talk. Can you tell emperor how to talk? Shakpam alaikum, my dear brother, sir.
Alaikum Sakpa, my brother.
You are so welcome.
Thank you.
How are you today?
Oh, Today has been a good day, bro. This is the best brunch time with Maiyegun I've watched.
Really?
I was laughing, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I've just been laughing and cracking my head up, bro.
Well,
So,
here we are.
so Maiyegun, today, since this is brunch time with Maiyegun, today, Papa, you could give me time. You could give me time today. First of all, let us start because
you start with 5 minutes, and you can have an extension
Yeah,
of maybe another 5, and you're like not going to get more. So start now. Go for it.
Okay, thank you very much. So let us start as usual. You know, I always come here with my points written down. And the last caller said, he asked a very good question. Has Nigeria, he was basically saying, are Nigerians alive? Homo, it'd be like say that caller does not know Nigeria or he has forgotten what Nigeria is. Nigerians are the walking dead. Nigerians are zombies. Nigerians are slaves. Nigerians are humbled, conquered people. Nigerians are conquered. Nigeria is a conquered nation. So if anybody is coming on your platform and asking if Nigeria is still alive, I think they must have been watching English Premier League and Champions League too long, and they don't know what is going on in that country. So
what is happening?
exactly, if anybody is asking if Nigeria is alive, I've not been in tune with that country. So please let us move on with my first point. So let us start with Koolu. You see, Maiyegun, I don't know why people get upset when you play Koolu's videos. I beg, Koolu, please keep on playing it. Koolu is the best content creator of the year. I want people. Koolu now, Koolu they entertain me. Koolu is working. Koolu is progressing. Koolu is doing what Nigeria was made and created to do. And people, they vex when you are playing his videos. Foolish people. I beg, please keep on playing Koolu's videos. Because you want them for years about Koolu. I want them for years about Koolu. So now people are saying, please don't play his videos. What rubbish. What insult. What insult to our hard work when we were warning them about Koolu, when we were warning them about Amonda Shangoleri, when we were warning them about the Lagos APC boys. Now they are saying you should not be playing his videos. What rubbish.
Those are your pals too. These are your pals who also
I don't care if they are my pals.
No?
See, Maiyegun, I don't care if they are my pals. They should not.
We must
if anybody should
face the punishment together.
Say, Maiyegun. If anybody talk rubbish to be about Nigeria, whether you be my guy, you go collect from my hand.
Straight up, right? Good.
Straight up. If Director's Court or Martinelli or African Wala, they complain.
You don't mention it. Everybody don't get ready. Yeah. Oh yeah, fire.
I go enter them too. I don't show mercy to nobody.
I know. They won't come for you.
So it's simple like that. So let us now start with what that druggie said. He said, do not condemn Nigeria, for it is our home. USA and the United Kingdom, they cannot love us like we love ourselves. I beg, Nigerians, do we love ourselves?
No,
let's start from there.
No, we don't.
Go. No, Maiyegun, I know you know the answers. I'm asking Nigerians. I'm asking
because when they answer, you hear them me. That's what I'm answering for.
Maiyegun, you don't need to answer for them.
Okay.
They are watching now. They are listening to me.
Yeah.
You don't need to answer for them. Nigerians are the reflection of their leaders. Nigerians are the reflection of their leaders. They are xenophobic like their leaders. They are bigoted fools like their leaders. They steal like their leaders. They are corrupt like their leaders. Not be the Yoruba kings where steal money. What be the name of that Yoruba king where steal money? We're supposed to be for road development for his people. But it will be the same people that will tell you, if you insult our Yoruba king, God punish you, Alenia and all that rubbish. So please, don't let us talk about laws among Nigerians. Nigerians are not useful to society. They have proven it. They have laid evidence of it.
Is it not Nigerians that are in Dubai practicing cultism? Is it not Nigerians that are in Malaysia, in India, practicing cultism? Is it not Nigerians that they UK, they America, they do Yahoo boys, giving us bad names everywhere? And you are saying Nigerians love each other. If Nigerians love each other, they will not even go to another man's land with even Nigerians' mentality. So don't let us talk about love among Nigerians. We don't love ourselves, and I don't love them as well. Straight up. So see, don't let us deceive ourselves, I beg. Nigerians, you idiots, you slaves, you zombies, you mugus, you bastards, you don't love yourself. So let us stop preaching about love. It was when I went to England and I started going to British churches, American churches, that was when I understood what the Bible was talking about God's love. Not the sky daddy's love that's practiced in that Nigeria. Not the violent inshallah love that the terroristic northern Muslims and the closet southern Muslims are practicing. So please don't let us talk about love. These bastard slaves. So let us go to another thing that Koolu said.
I want everybody. This is untrue emperor. Go ahead, sir. We are all here.
So what did Koolu say? Koolu said the Nigerian army men that died are heroes. You see, this is why Nigerians are fools. This is why Nigerians are fools and slaves and bastards. First of all, do Nigerians know what the definition of an hero is? What has Nigerian army done for the average Nigerian? For Nigerians to actually believe that the Nigerian army are heroes.
They said that if they are not protecting us, that we would have been invaded by different criminals by now. It was them that kept us safe. And they want us to believe that.
Maiyegun.
You don't believe that?
Maiyegun, let's see. Let me move forward. You see. See, first of all, let us ask the average Nigerian. Can they wear camo in Nigeria? Let us first ask that question.
No, they can't.
Can the average Nigerian wear camo?
I think
you go see. So first of all, the fact that you cannot even celebrate your army does not even allow you to celebrate them. Only when they tell you to celebrate them. When I think say when I get army, the Nigerian army is a gang. The Nigerian Air Force is another gang. The Nigerian Navy is another gang. Maiyegun, no be terrorists and Boko Haram, ISWAP, repentant bastards, wey food here. Nigeria army only has time to energy to go after civilians. Kidnappers, they rape and pillage, they kidnap over 200 people. But when Sunday Igboho was talking, that's when army get energy to come and reply. But your president is calling them heroes. And some of you slaves and dead men and women walking are supporting, are trying to defend, are trying to explain. Imagine a whole Nigerian army as the infantry to say a monarchy is wanted. And una think say una get kings and queens for that useless nation. Okay, let us now move to Shettima. Maiyegun. Nigerians are bastards. Nigerians can never be saved. Maiyegun. These people are conquered, and it's amazing me. It's so amazing how Nigerians are so conquered, both physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, and spiritually. Nigerians are conquered people. Imagine a terrorist sympathizer, a known terrorist, a known Ogbologbo mastermind in terroristic game came out and told Nigerians, my fellow Nigerians, the dollar is crashing. And Nigeria is not producing anything.
Nothing.
But dollar is crashing. Nigerians' refineries are not working. But dollar is crashing. I bet Maiyegun, the VPN refinery, has it started working? That VPN refinery say Dangote go they get crude oil from Texas. I bet.
The refinery will go to Lagos and the crude oil will come from Texas. Well, they are still working.
I bet.
They said that it's going to begin to sell diesel soon. Do you understand that too?
Oh, but the dollar is crashing. Okay. You see, Nigerians are the group of people, right? It's like we're a double-edged sword. Nigerians are like a double-edged sword. The smart of us are ridiculously smart. People like you, people like myself, Okoji Ewela, and others, great Nigerians that are really doing things. But the worst of us, Baba, the worst of us are the death of us. And that is why that country has to break up. The worst of us are the death of us. That's why that country has to break up. Because it's so amazing how people will believe people like Shettima, knowing the atrocities that he has done in Borno State as a governor. And people will tell me and you to take him seriously. It cannot be well with Nigeria. It can't be well with that country. I swear to God.
Amen.
Anyways, let us now move on.
Now you have already exhausted.
To the Royal Highness. Okay, please, I have to talk about the Ooni of Ife. That's the Royal Highness. I have to talk about that Royal Highness. I say, any Yoruba person that believes in the Royal Highness of Ile-Ife, the king of light women and big booty, the Royal Gigolo. Those are
people are kind of giving him different names there, right? It's gonna be
Royal Highness. Maiyegun, that guy they cried no be small.
I tell you, I used to.
And as somebody, bro, and as I used to love him growing up, bro. As somebody for Osun State, growing up and hearing about the honor of Ile-Ife, bro, the way I respected, like, bro, like I used to see that throne.
Baba, I don't believe in my life I go see on him for free like that.
Like you get.
You won't see on
you get.
And I thought you can see. You can see on him for everything.
But guy, this guy has desecrated that throne, bro. Yeah. That guy like bomb.
Fell off.
That guy.
He fell off. Emperor. He fell off when he now went to go and see Buhari, and then he said, to go and won the Igboho. And he came out true, and he won the Igboho. And he said, when they tried to kill Igboho, he came out and he said he won the Igboho, but Igboho didn't listen. I was like, what?
Imagine.
Are you serious? Well, it is what it is.
Well, Maiyegun, I beg. Let me go and do business. Thank you for giving me time. Go later. You too, my brother.
See, what true emperor is a different kind of, what do you call that? A different kind of rage when he takes on these rogue criminals in Nigeria. And he's not somebody you can actually like blackmail with respect. Show some respect. Do not even try and think he didn't know that he could have used some Nigerians. He could have used some Nigerians in what he's saying. But if you know one true emperor very well, for everything he did or for everything he does, it's all intentional. If he's going to get you mad, or if you are mad or angry, or kind of like, with one true emperor, is one. Because it is always intentional. Get them mad, get them angry. So that at the end of the day, we can actually bring out that energy and channel it somewhere positive. And break away from this chain of Hello there.
Maiyegun political. My name is Kyle. I'm fine. My name is Kyle.
Oh, it's
yeah, I'm coming.
Okay, Baba. Thank you so much. I heard you back in the How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm calling from Maryland.
From Maryland?
Yeah,
Maryland.
Yeah.
Is Baltimore not in Maryland as well?
Baltimore is in Maryland.
It is, and we still continue to send our love to you in that city and the adjoining cities too, right?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Thank you, Maiyegun, for your message you used to pass to us every time. I really love the message. Even in my house, a lot of people said, "Why are you diehard fans of Maiyegun?" I said, "I used to watch some key points from your program most of the time, and I really love it." I think before the election, I was even telling my brother, if Tinubu should enter as president, I will make a deal or we bet 1 million. It's not going to do anything. As most of them, they said, "Hey, can you keep quiet? You don't know anything." No problem. If anything happens, we are going to suffer everything together.
That's right.
Thank God. Everything. Yeah. Now everything has turned upside down. A lot of people will tell me, "Don't worry, God is going to do it." Can you keep quiet? God is not going to come down from heaven. It's over 2 years now. I didn't go to church. Stop giving us a kind of lie. If I now born my child in US now, I'll be telling him, "Don't worry, Nigeria is going to be okay. Just keep on praying." For how many years?
Baba, you yourself know that you can't lie to a child. You know how it feels when you lie to a child and say, "Man, I'm actually lying." You're not going to be comfortable. You have to tell the child the truth. That's what they don't like.
You have to tell him what is going on.
They don't like that.
Maiyegun, do you still remember 2020? Vision 2020?
That was Esa. Don't say anything yet. Don't say anything yet. Vision 2020. Okay. When that Vision 2020 first popped out, right? I think it was around the 2005, right? So it was Vision 2020. Okay, Nigeria will become top 20 economies in the world by year 2020. Sir, I was just 20 years old.
Maiyegun, it's all lies.
Well, yeah,
everything.
We are now talking about Vision 2060.
Everything now, like I'm trying to ask a question. If I see a lot of my friends, my simple question, I'll ask you today, anybody that come into your program, ask them, do you believe Nigeria is still going to be better? Ask them. Simple question.
Well,
they will tell us, Some of them, Nigeria, Nigeria, we are meant for this. Nigeria will be telling you, "Don't worry, God is going to do it." God is going to do it.
Nigeria can still be better.
Most of the time, I used to look at you when you are moving from your place of work down home. You see how the white people, how they arrange their country. They didn't pray to God. Everything is okay.
Yes.
They will tell you, Dangote will bring oil from Texas. He will bring this one from us. Everything is going to be okay. No problem. We will be all together here. Everybody will be suffering.
Things to be okay. You see, sir, I keep telling people, I say, listen, me and you right now, right? We do not have any control over what happened in Nigeria. Okay?
Yes.
We are only reacting to them, and hopefully the reaction can actually match together and stop some of these things happening in Nigeria. So what
Nigeria,
is that, you see the people go where they in charge. They can prove all of us wrong. Sir, as we are here right now, let's say they just said, breaking news. Okay. Nigeria is now generating 60,000 megawatts of electricity, and they are distributing about 40,000, right? That's a future in tense, by the way, okay? But I'm just using it now. Okay, let's use it in the present. So, it's a future impossible tense, but let's just see it in the present, okay? Esa, if you and I know that Nigeria is generating or distributing over 40,000 megawatt electricity right now as we are talking, Shay, you and I can come here and tell people that it's not happening, it's a lie. When it's actually happening, is it possible? It is not possible to hide it and say Nigeria get 40,000 megawatts, okay, because it's not the light will be everywhere. So if Maiyegun come and say Nigeria no get electricity, people will be like, come on now, Maiyegun. Talk about another thing, okay? that light, electricity,
No,
fix that one. Talk about
Maiyegun, let me just brief everything before you go.
yeah.
This is how I put my analysis. You are in abroad. I'm in Maryland.
That's right.
I always want one thing. In each country, they have a plan for their country.
That's right.
When you talk about the structure of that country, like building a house, the residence area is different from where you can build market or company. They have everything separate.
Shopping center.
Yeah, in Doctor, yeah. They have yeah, they have a where you can like a field where you can go around, maybe go to field, just take your distance right there. In Nigeria,
they will also go and clear your head like that.
In my own state, in my own local government, we have 2 post office. They sold one out to remain one. No, not Maryland, in Nigeria. But I don't want to mention that my own state.
Go on.
Back in Nigeria, we have 2 post office. Right. Out of that 2 post office, they sold one, remain one.
When you say sold one, did they sell it to private postal service company? I mean, somebody who demolished it and built something else.
No, they didn't build anything there. They sold it for themselves. Like if I'm PDP, I'll sell the land to you. You now sell it to another one, like the way they did in Lagos. Most of those areas, they should use it maybe like building market, like building infrastructural place, or maybe like a community service where you can go to relax yourself, or maybe play basketball or football. They will sell everything. Then they will now come online. Don't worry, Nigeria will be okay. You will enjoy it. And at the end of it, they give us ball. Maiyegun,
you imagine constructing a ball for 185 million.
For 100 communities.
Okay.
They will now call. You know what? Most of the time, I always angry. I will tell my brother, stop deceiving yourself. Nigeria is not going to be good. Stop deceiving yourself. Nigeria is not going to be good. If anybody coming to your program telling you, don't worry, it's going to be, let us come outside. If you have 10 million, we'll place it 10 years to this time. Nothing. 10 years to this time, nothing will come out. Nothing will come out. Nothing. Yeah, because they don't have plan.
It's not because you don't want something to come out. It is because you know those in charge. We make sure that nothing comes out, and you are not
nothing come out.
You get
they will not. You know what, my brother? You know what my brother will tell me? He said, "Thank God, God just take all of you from here. You are now in US." I said, "Can you keep quiet? Do you know how much we are spending every month to send money back to them? I'll send to my dad. I'll send to my mom. I'll send it. You are now saying, God, what about you? You want to complain now? You say, please, I'm having a headache. Can you send me some money? Do you think about that? And at the end of the day, you send the money down to them. Politician will give them 500 naira.
The moment your brother, you meant to send the money to him, right? You know, he's telling you, oh, you are there, you don't understand how this place works, but you don't understand. Let me tell you, this right? Now, instead of him to actually really feel waiting day, he has you. And he knows that why you can always be like, you're big, you charge back. Then the moment he collects the money, right?
That's it.
That's can dress up and be like, oh, white. The weather is a river, you know. Even I say this weather is not looking. I'm gonna try and see. Maybe I can take a color. Maybe 100,000 in front.
Let me leave it so that another person can call in. Thank you very much, sir.
Bless you, Sake.
Thank you.
You have a good
all right, sir.
So that is Sake there, from Maryland. You know, say there are so many people who say now we the cost problem for ourselves. See, they are hanging there. So now we the cost problem for ourselves, right? We subsidize our family members. I have not had no member of my family have the audacity or effrontery to dare try and defend Nigeria when I am talking. No member of my family. I don't know, maybe because they know what I do. So everybody just play along. If you want to make him happy, don't talk about Nigeria. If you don't want wahala, don't tell him that you have an idea. But I think, because my own junior brother, my sisters and the rest of them, they do not want to really let me know where they are politically. So they do not take that chance with me. Because you know something, I believe that in my own capacity, I do my best to see to the fact that whatever is going on, whatever the shege blowing in Nigeria, the shege, they blow them too. Now everybody where they inside the place, they feel them. But with the little subsidy where they come from my side as well, right? They are not really feeling the brunt as others would. And no matter even how much I am quiet, I'm not saying anything, my own siblings knows that I am their insurance. You know, that's what you serve as to your siblings back in that place. So if you have any sibling that is taking a piece, having a chat with you and telling you, you don't know what is going on here. Let me see, you know, you are just abroad. You have no idea. Cut them off. If any member of my family try that shit with me, I don't care about your opinion, right? Sometimes you might have to keep them to yourself. Like, I don't mind. But if you come to my face and you tell me, I do not know what is going on in Nigeria, if I am just somebody, if you dare try that, not even a friend. And it doesn't mean that you are lying to me. You're only lying to yourself. I just don't want you to take that piece and think that I am subsidizing you with my money. And you motherfucker think you have an idea, an opinion. Eh? Come on. You would have to actually enjoy that shaking and feel the war, the difference between the two different worlds. And a lot of us who are in the diaspora are subsidizing so many members of our family, friends, and we still let them talk shit with us. Tell you you don't know this, you don't know that. Tell you that you are just abroad, you don't know, and you still kind of take care of them. No, I won't do that. Nobody will dare that with me. Nobody. Or Celia, are you so soft that somebody can actually take your money and still tell you you have no idea what's going on in Nigeria? You're only overreacting. Did anybody try that with you?
No. No.
No. Right. Here is my caller then. And again, hello, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. Good morning, Brother Maiyegun. Sorry, my voice is deep. I woke up. Yes.
You just woke up into the program and all that. Anyway, you are connected, okay? So, yes, please. Go on.
Yeah, so I didn't join on time. I joined, it was like 1 hour. I think it says 1 hour because I always like to. Then I always do the replay for the morning because it depends on how my night went, with the baby. So Go on. Yes, sir. I want to talk about this, this Mr. Fabio. First of all, I don't know why, once I see that man, my mind will just spoil. Once I see that man, I don't know what it is, but he's always smiling. That man is the most unserious human being I've ever seen. Him and Gandola, Babariga, Banki Moba, those two people, if you look at them, they look like lunatics. Just look at them. Each time you see them, they're smiling. Even when something is important, they are always smiling. I'm like, these people, who is pinching them? Oh, Mr. Fabio, attending the International Parliamentary Union Assembly, that meeting he was attending, imagine this man has got, he's calling for immediate, not just immediate ceasefire in the Gaza Strip. He even said immediate. It doesn't matter what country brings the proposal, like seriously, because they know that their asses are leaking. Why is he saying it doesn't matter which country brings the proposal? Why is he saying that? He's asking for immediate ceasefire at the Gaza. I'm used to the strip in Las Vegas. In the Gaza Strip, when his country is on fire and the whole world knows it. They said charity begins at home. And I'd rather put it this way. Yes, sir. It's supposed to be like that, though. And also, I'd rather say a good leader leads by example. But nuisance lele. Babanla nuisance lele. What am I going to do with this man? I don't even know. Jesus, if I know his grandchildren, I'll teach them small tricks. How to, they play with him like grandpa knew, but there's a way they'll be punching that belly for that big fat thing there. Let them be those adipose tissues. How can he come for looking for ceasefire? Well, we here over 10 years. Them Chibo girls are still there. For how many years now would they fight insurgency in Nigeria? And you just came with your fat, everything is even like pop off. See cheek, see bum bum, see what is it in me?
Like you have been waiting for this moment. If you see Akpabiole one-on-one, like I can't even imagine how you're going to actually like face and say this to his face. Like
his face disgusts me. Like, no, the damn face disgusts him. I don't like his face. I don't know how I'm gonna. I don't. No, imagine the money this man is stealing. Why won't he stop?
It sort of trivializes important and serious issues in a way. Then it loves playing to that gallery, even when it is not funny. You know what I mean? Like he's there trying to make some funny jokes that are really not funny at places where they are not supposed to be jokes. But the joke is pretty much the country. Nigeria is a joke, thanks to these guys.
That is what me, let God make me jam with one of them in this America. I swear. To repeat, tell it. We before we no get shame. Shebi we no get job as youth. Like so we no get shame. And thank God is America.
Now training they hold you back since. You know that one that will be like Jesus. Home training. Why? Yeah. Home training. Why? If nobody saying home training right now, I suppose don't. Okay, you know what? I'll wait for next time. I know that kind of feeling, senior. That feeling that you'll be like, if my mama see me in this post, I mean, in this sort of action, she got a question, say, now my daughter be this or another person, right? Because we were not these guys are really, really annoying, silly, that sometimes you see yourself do what you probably ordinarily won't do. And I've seen that happen many times.
But Maiyegun, I be sister, let me take you there. But I mean, I can beat my chest that I'm a good Christian. But the way I am now, I'm not bad, but I call a spade a spade. Before, because of my, I just want to be nice and don't call people, nice. I was like, wait, am I not the daughter of my father? My father was a great minister of the gospel. I tell you, that's why my auntie till today, she's crying that it's the pastors that kill him because he's not like them. He refused to join their clique. My auntie said, don't you know that even in the pastoral district they have called? I said, pastors get cliques and cults again. I just put my hand just was on my head. I'm like seriously? So my dad was a lion. My dad was a lion. He will never. Then my dad was in his 40s. I remember when he was he didn't die in his 40s. He died in like 55 or 54, almost 55. When my dad, I remember when he was.
She was 57. She would have been 63 now. I think 6 years and she would have been 63 now. She was so young.
So if my dad is walking on this road and somebody that knows the person has issue with life, in life no street, if they hear say Reverend Joseph is coming on this road, you will see race. They'll go tear race. Wallahi. But my dad was like terror to the people that are for injustice. Right. But like I used to say, God knows why my dad died peacefully. The last thing he did before he died, he knelt down. They usually wake up in the middle of the night to do prayer. My mom like intercessory, pray for people and all those. But that day when they did the prayers, she said she didn't hear. He was more of whispering. She wasn't hearing his sound. After that prayer, on his knee, that was it. When they finished, amen. Get up. He couldn't get up. Till they put him on that grave, the smile on his face did not disappear. Come on.
That is something.
And this mother
grace they will say, okay? Because if I have a chance of choosing how I want to die, I probably would love it peacefully that way too. But it is what it is.
But I said to myself, only God knows why my dad died that way. Because if my dad is alive, maybe they will slaughter him. Boko Haram would have taken him. Because he'll be one of those people. He'll be one of those bishops.
It will be the type that will be like,
Jesus. He will even lead the army. Wallahi. Kambala, he will be like Bishop. You see Bishop Cook as they do with where he's living. My dad, I think my dad is even more far. They hated my dad like what? Let him rest. Shebi is also packing the shit now.
Silly.
But before we finish packing that shit, we put in their mouth and pour over.
Bless you. Thank you so much anyway, okay? I hope you get better during the day because I want to believe that's the, what do you call that one? Sleepy voice of a mother, you know, that could barely have 3-4 hours sleep overnight. So, Celia, get more rest, okay? We will see you some other time. You have a good one.
Thank you, bye.
So that is Cecilia there. Cecilia from US as well. So thank you so much, everyone. I think we should draw the curtains now so that we will likely be lucky enough to have our People's Parliament tonight, hopefully, except something that is more kind of interesting pops up that we need to discuss as well. I will see you some other time. So thanks so much for this afternoon and take it easy, guys. You have a good one.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun diary politico. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà gbówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.